Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Janitor here, back with another cast. Today I'm going to be casting a PvZ KiwiKaki versus our Zerg opponent MouzMorrow. This game will be on Lost Temple, and let's go ahead and get right into it. We see first of all KiwiKaki spawning in that 3 o'clock position, and of course our friend Morrow spawning as the red Zerg in the 12 o'clock position. They are in those close air distances. Taking a look at the production tab, I'm going to go ahead and get that open for you guys. But yeah, they are in those close rush distances, or not close rush distances, but close air positions. We see KiwiKaki coming out here, going to throw down that pylon, and this is very important here. This Overlord Scout will be able to give Morrow that very early vision, going to know where his opponent is right away, and look for him to react accordingly depending on that. So looks like he is going to see his opponent here. Looks like he doesn't matter. He wants his opponent to see where he is as well. So they're both going to know they're in those close spawning positions. So Morrow will be interesting to see how everything goes down. So a couple side notes right off the bat here. You are watching these SC2 Janitor casts. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. I am trying to get a new segment started here called Casting for the Common Man, and I would love it if you guys could send me your replays of you having trouble with a particular build or a particular race. If you're Protoss having trouble against Zerg or whatever it may be, just send those replays in to sc2janitor@gmail.com. I'd love to review them and feature them on my YouTube channel. So enough about me and that pitch. Let's get right back into this game. Morrow throwing down that extractor into the spawning pool, so probably going to go those early speedlings, and he's going to be able to put some pressure on KiwiKaki. You see KiwiKaki doing the smart thing here, walling off his ramp. He's going to be able to throw down probably the cybernetic score right there along top of it. You see the gas going down. Going to go ahead and start mining that right away. And you know, Kaki got a good scout here. He does see that gas go down, so he knows that his opponent isn't going to go for that fast expand, and he's holding his probe here. I like that play quite a bit. He's going to be able to know when an expansion comes down, and as soon as I say that, he just pulls him away. But had he kept that probe right there, he would have been able to scout whenever any kind of expansion comes down. But pretty smart play. You do see him pulling those guys off of gas right away as soon as he gets the metabolic boost here. So Morrow just going to go for those early speedlings and be able to put on a little bit of pressure. You see KiwiKaki doing a nice wall off here. One space right here available for any kind of zealot that's going to be able to hold position and stick right there, deny any kind of scouting pressure. So taking a look around in KiwiKaki's base, just a bunch of pylons. You see the chrono boost particularly low, so no kind of 4 gate coming out for him. And looks like Morrow threw down an expansion right away. He already has those 3 lings out. Looks like he's just going to scout with 2 of them. You see holding on to these Xel'Naga towers here and here. And now he's just going to poke forward with these. He's going to see that there's a zealot there. And, you know, just going to try and get some kind of initial reaction. You see the stalker coming out here by KiwiKaki. Going to be able to push that off no problem. And Kaki now spinning that chrono boost very, very effectively. Just chronoed out, boosting out as many probes as he can. Taking a look at the unit counting station, a huge difference there. KiwiKaki has been spot on with those probes. You see 26 probes to 19 drones, and that will change a little bit now that Morrow has that queen out and a second queen on the way. He's going to be able to inject that larva and get quite a few drones there. You see already beginning that useful tool is spreading those creep tumors. You see it coming down, and Morrow will be able to get a very nice creep spread with just that. And interestingly here, it looks like Morrow has some really good map control. You see those speedlings scouting around the map, going to look for any kind of cheese that he can find, and going to be pleased to see that none is coming. And interestingly now, KiwiKaki going to go ahead and throw down that expansion. Of course, Morrow will be able to spot this great Overlord placement here by Morrow, just barely up on that high ground. He's going to be able to see this Nexus, and he might be able to put on some pressure here. He's got that 1 ling. That 1 ling will be able to run in. Of course, these 3 units are going to be able to take it out. He could shell out quite a few units and put on some pressure, but it looks like he's just going to drone up. Taking a look back at that unit counting station, you see how much those queens make a difference, folks. Of course, having that second hatchery. Look at these probe counts, almost identical now. Morrow just doing so fantastic a job just catching up on that drone count. A little bit behind in the early games here, but now KiwiKaki does have those both of those gases up. So so far just those 3 gateways, and got that expansion up nice and fast here. He's getting a pretty decent force here. Taking a look at the army values, we see that KiwiKaki has quite a bit of an army value advantage. Would be able to put on some pressure should he move out right now. Just going to try and poke out, take some map control here. These zealots are, this zealot is going to go down here. Looks like we're going to watch this. He was able to take out one Zergling, maybe another Zergling. Ooh, bad control there by KiwiKaki. Morrow able to keep all 3 of those Zerglings. So taking a look back into Morrow's base, we see that evolution chamber down as well as the roach warren. That layer just now morphing in, and he's putting guys back on gas. You see the +1 missiles attack coming out, so expect some kind of roach hydra play from our Zerg opponent here. See, throwing down those 2 spine crawlers, and now he's going to be a little bit worried. KiwiKaki now moving out, going to be able to put some pressure on here. Those spine crawlers will help quite a bit. And look at this creep spread by Morrow. Morrow has 3 queens out right now. You see 1 queen and 2 at the natural here. Those spine crawlers are going to be able to hold this off very, very effectively. But KiwiKaki now pushing in just as those spine crawlers finish off here. A good Zergling army to be able to do some damage here. But Morrow needs to be very careful. Try not to sacrifice any units. He does have those 2 roaches out. 2 more roaches on their way. And now producing quite a few Zerglings, and those Zerglings are going to be able to overwhelm this force should it choose to engage. So Morrow, nice job there, nice timing by KiwiKaki. Those spine crawlers just barely finishing for Morrow, and now he's able to completely hold this off. So taking a look back into KiwiKaki's base, we do see a Stargate going down for KiwiKaki. So interesting play here. Could be switching into those Phoenix play, which is really, really good against Zerg. You see them grab a lot of map control. Very good for dealing with any kind of muta play. Of course, he did see those roaches, so muta play not quite as likely as KiwiKaki, as KiwiKaki surely knows that that play really isn't very valid right now. He saw those roaches, knows that his opponent is spinning gas on those roaches, so and it looks like correctly Morrow is throwing down that Hydralisk Den, so a lot of players doing this. There goes that Spire and the Hydralisk Den. You saw the 2 gas coming down for Morrow, so now he's going to be able to stockpile that gas just a little bit and get out quite a few units here. So an interesting choice here by KiwiKaki. Where is that building? Looks like he is throwing down that fleet beacon hidden a little bit in his base here. So we could see some carrier play come out for KiwiKaki, or even a mothership. That would be fantastic if we saw a mothership come out of KiwiKaki's base. That would be so much fun to watch. KiwiKaki doing something a little bit more non-standard, getting that early Stargate out, and now he's going to be able to do a little bit of damage with this Void Ray, but you see now that Hydralisk Den is done for Morrow, so he's going to be able to push that off whenever. And a really important thing to note here from Morrow, that creep spread has been so effective for him. A Roach Hydra army is very, very slow and very, very immobile, so Morrow doing his best to just try and keep all those units occupied and really try and do a lot of damage. Interestingly, that Void Ray could come around and pick off some Overlords, just give him a little bit more map control. You see KiwiKaki with some really nice map control already, just moving around here, and it looks like that Void Ray might have tried to engage, and expect to see some Hydralisk pop out there for Morrow, so he's going to be able to pick off a few free units and be able to deny all this expansion opportunity. Wow, Kaki doing a nice job there, completely denying all these creep tumors here. So KiwiKaki is now trying to move up. That queen is going to be able to do some damage. Looks like these 3 Hydras are easily going to be able to pull this off. And KiwiKaki now trying to pick off some units here. Hopefully he's going to be able to keep that creep spread to a minimum. And look at that, a mothership almost halfway done now. KiwiKaki just chrono boosting out that mothership. That's going to be huge play. So wow, KiwiKaki really taking a step out of the box.